What's up, hippo lovers? It is time for another highlight of 2018. We are in the ECL Africa 2v2 stage quarterfinals, best of 3, and VNA against BzK both already won a map, and we are in the decider here looking at Sahara. And I have no idea who won and what's so special about this rack, but I heard a lot of good stuff about it. BzK will be playing in orange, playing Berbers, and we have semi-name with Indians, so kind of similar civilizations. On the other side we have Riot playing Chinese and Fire with the Franks. Kind of, well, a better defined civilization there with the knights and crossbows. But we will see what will happen here. BzK slightly behind when it comes to villagers. Found all his sheep, had some shenanigans against Fire there, but backed off against the more HP scout of the Franks. Now getting the second board in. Let's take a look at maps. BzK, somewhat open gold spot here. Kind of tough to wall this whole area here at the front for him. Nice defensive gold at the back though. And here we have semi-name. One gold here, the other gold very open. Will be a tricky spot for sure. And Riot, open gold. Well, kind of easy to have an open map on Sahara. Defensive woodlines though, and nice defensive stones. Fire will have 2 solid lumber camps. Could have a solid tight base. Not really, only if he walls that front area, then he still has safe gold. So yeah, kind of wallable. Don't mind Fire's map at all. BzK now goes for Loom, indicating that he wants to play pop 21 here. Already 430 food and 500 wood, so quite a lot of wood for him. It's like semi-name might be going for some shenanigans here. Sends 2 villagers on gold, so that would be man-at-arm opening from him. BzK most likely with the scout opening here, and we'll send 4 villagers over. Maybe even 5. Indeed 5, and we'll get the scout production rolling for himself. Doesn't really want to oversheep. Okay, multi-sheep there. Fire plays pop 22. Riot with a bit of a later timing, but pretty solid pop 24 here. And that's pretty damn sexy. 27 seconds before the optimal time, so he's more than a villager ahead. The perfect timing, so quite a solid start for sure. Semi-name, what is he up to? That looks like some man-at-arm aggression. Now sending the villagers over. What did he scout? Oh, he knows exactly where Riot is. His scout's still full HP. Shut down? I don't think so. Just somewhat idle. And maybe they're having some problems. I don't know. There are way more viewers at the moment. It feels weird. Now some harassment potentially here. Riot, not the greatest gold control. If we have a tower up here, maybe some more aggression. This could be tricky for him. Did play pop 24, so he's eco out of those walls. But no HP villager at the front. And tries to go for some quick walls. Nice block here from semi-name. The man-at-arms might squeeze through. For now only militia, but soon to be man-at-arm tower over here at the left hand side. And Riot, that will be really tough for him to defend. And that scout is getting a lot of HP losses. What are we seeing on the other side? Scout and scout, exactly what we expected. So we can focus on this side here. Riot, this will be tricky for him. He can build 3 archers. Builds another house here to zone the man-at-arms potentially closer to the TC. That's another archer range up. What are his other options? Gold very far to the side. Other gold spots very open. This will be tricky for him. Obviously he doesn't want to go for 3 archers. He only wants to go for 2 archers and then fletching. Tower here by semi-name. I don't really understand why Riot is building those farms at the front. Scouts are now coming over from back T. Shouldn't really be able to do too much. Liam, bye. Cheers, man. And Rio is axing. Okay, go over there. Try to arrest his gold. And that's what Fire is doing. Same name for now. No defense here when it comes to Spearman. Some aggression continues here at the front. We even see a villager going down, and that's what I said. Why is he building those farms so aggressively? He could have built them around the farm or more in the back. Could have been a good option. Actually running around, but cannot do too much. Fire doing exactly the walls I wanted to see from him. So lovely stuff. He scouted that perfectly. And oh god, he broke through here. Why did that happen? Same name, that was a sloppy play by him. Didn't really take care there. And well, those are 2 dead villagers for him. Something shouldn't really happen. It's not like he needs more gold. Most of the time, if you go for men-at-arms and only build 3, you are floating some gold anyways. Some scouts squeezing through here now. Same name, not with the greatest waypoint. And I think though that 2 spearmen should be able to defend this Riot. He is in some troubles. Now goes for double BzK. Let's take a look. Fire. I think he should just squeeze through here. Not take too much more damage. See, a house. Not going for a second one. Yeah, he gets some damage done, but Fire has to be fine. Forced some defense, some idle time, some distraction. Not much more. Not producing more scouts. Stays on the 10 he has at the moment. Or just produced that 10th one. Back T, fully walled. Okay, let's think about imp compositions. Or maybe castle age compositions. Indians kind of has to go to Imperial Camels. And then Berbers, well, they can get to Imperial Camels. Not Imperial Camels. Camel Archers. That could be a sick composition. Why is fire? What's Fire open? What? Oh, squeezing through here. Fire didn't stuff that hole, and oh goddy, those are 3 dead villagers. Finally he has that fixed. And now back T with the 4-1 KD. Something I didn't really see him achieving. Might even snag that one. Trying to get closer to the TC, and Fire, he clicked that one around. Didn't really get any kills in though. One spearman around here, and Fire, that could be a loss. If back T was going over there, and oh god, look at that. Riot moved out here, and well, that shouldn't really be a good fight. With Fire having so many scouts here, should maybe focus all the, or like kill this so easily. Let's take a look. Can Fire get around here? Samename won't really finish those walls, and well, his tower just instantly will die. No chance here for Samename to hold this. Did wall his towers, but that's it. Meanwhile, the scouts still active here, but very low HP for back T. Resources, back T can click up any second. Fire needs a bit more time. We'll lose 1 more villager here. Resources on the other side, 400 food. And Rio T just needs gold. Everything else is completely fine for him. Could rush down those towers. Not completely walled. Main defensive tower goes for the market. Walls over here could have been nice as well. Back T up to Castle Age. Fire, he goes for wheelbarrow before that. I'm expecting a second stable from back T. Or is he going on to stone somewhere? There's this one at the top, did scout it, and the other one very far at the front. Any other stone spots that I'm not seeing? Not really. Okay, will be tricky for him. Oh, yo. Big engagement here. Lots of scouts lost, and that's not a lot of villagers going down. Seems like he was heavily focusing down against spearmen without any upgrades. That's ugly, and the tower is doing so much damage. Getting quite some volleys off. Back T even around with his spearmen, and well, that was a big engagement for sure. And it felt like Fire. That was heavy losses for him. Ui. Someone named still with this very bad gold spot. But BzK, he should be pressuring that gold very nicely now. Even triple stable! Oh boy. But that can't be a sling, right? Salmon aim, no, he will be booming. He's way too open to sling this one. And having way too close resources to clicking up. But BzK, oh, I didn't see that coming. Salmon aim, completely open, and he goes for the sling. BzK, triple stable. Only now the +1 defense, but Riot, he will have problems for sure defending that off. Fire, he can only go on knights as well. Will have some problems against potentially, first of all, mass knights, second of all, camels as well. And, well, I want to see more upgrades. Goes for husbandry quite early, makes a lot of sense. Now the move out onto that gold, still not on stone. And Riot, he will have some problems for sure. That should be spotted. They should know that that's most likely not completely walled. Oh well, it could be walled behind here. Plus the defense now, say my name. Goes for horse color, now walls himself completely, and what a weird spot. Start slinging. Plus the defense, Riot. He will get that TC up in the back most likely. And like that will be spotted. Crossman to defend. Should be pretty happy with how he got onto his numbers here. Some villagers might go down. Quick walls in the back here. Riot, he needs to get that up. Otherwise it will be really tricky for him. And gets them. 34 HP only on that one though. Gets a bit higher. And what a nice defense here. Last second for Riot is getting that TC up as well. And BzK, he needs to run. Still no raid over here. Beautiful defense. And wow. Riot stabilized here. Even closes that off behind. One villager will go down. But Riot, he has to be fine with how little damage he took here. One villager going down only, I believe. Yeah, some crossbowmen, but killed off 3 knights. And not that much idle time for sure. Fire, he should be going on to a lot of knights. He's going for triple stable as well. Only adds a second TC now, I believe, indeed. And Riot, he's just going for crossbowmen. He's not slinging, right? No. Yeah, more TCs for him as well. And BzK, they should know what Salmon Aim is up to now. Seeing the market, seeing the mass walls, mass towers, and that he's still in feudal age. So it will be full BzK for stable aggression. And yeah, he will just raid the front, I believe. Snacks another villager for himself. Question is 4 stable really the best thing, or maybe should he have added a siege workshop and just go for some rams? Whew. One intense game, for sure. Lots of aggression, a lot of pressure on BzK here. Luckily, Fire is still completely walled. STC, didn't he start that ages ago? Not really. Maybe the villagers were stuck behind here. And, well, Riot has some pressure as well. Needs to go for mass crossbowman. Now goes on to the monastery. Pretty good adjustment against the mass knights. Villager count pretty damn even at the moment. Roughly 100 for both teams. BzK not too far away from imping. And then his knights / cavaliers become even cheaper, and he can obviously upgrade them. So could be even scarier for Fire, who's now going back. BzK is queuing up more. It doesn't really look like it. Just wants to go to Imperial Age. That's why BzK shouldn't really take this engagement. Fire is just trying to regroup, gets the numbers a bit better now. Left-hand side fight will be won by Fire, right-hand side by BzK. And, well, it seems like BzK is retreating quite nicely. Left-hand side, right-hand side, he should just pull back as well now. Even queues up more. That's a bit surprising to me. Goes back, and it feels like BzK, they are holding this. But now, imp against no imp. Some more aggression here. Fire holds this off. 400 food for him. Not that much gold. Continues to produce out of 2, maybe 2.5 stables. That tower still not cleared up. Riot wants to get back onto his gold spot. Monastery. Not really producing more monks at the moment. Having two. Same name continues with the sling. Remember guys that ECL we have nerfed sling, so I believe only 60% of all sent resources are actually being received by your teammate here. They become even cheaper in? Yes. I think it's 15% in Castle Age, 20% in Imperial Age. The discount. No, I'm pretty sure. +2 attack and well, back here, I think he doesn't need to go back. I think he can be... at least he could show a bit more aggression. That's an interesting aggressive will by say my name. Riot now with the castle here wants to defend that area, and back to you. He goes for the full move out, goes for some more camels. Did he send low HP knights back? Looks like it. Look at that. Low HP knights back, the higher HP ones to the front, going for the raid and even adding more stables. This is full Berber power here. The cheapest knights in the game, and well, we soon will have all the upgrades, and then it looks pretty tricky for the Brazilian players. Riot, he can click up to Imp eventually, now back onto his gold. Fire, well, having okay resources as well, but Imp timing will be 3 to 4 minutes later. Let's take a look, camels, what can they really get done? The castle will go up, the monks are focused down, but he clearly needs to retreat here. Oh god, back to you, that's just horrible for him. And well, he retreats just in time, so still okay, I would say. No wonder everyone loves the Berbers. Well, and then they still have Imperial Camels, right? One of the most cost-efficient units in the game. Oh, that raid, can you finally get something? No, Rio just too fast, man. And yeah, a lot of people considering Rio to be one of the very, very best if he had more time to focus on the game. He clearly was top 3, top 4 for a very long time in the game. And well, a lot of people would love to see him going full time again. Now the move out here for Bhakti sends quite a lot of villagers. We'll build an aggressive castle here. Is that open? No, it's not. And it's very important that fire holds this off. All the cavaliers, they are pressuring this area quite heavily. The castle can be super aggressive, and it is. Plus for defense now for Riot. He switches into cavalry. What? Riot is going full camel. Interesting move to see that happening. And cavaliers, where are they going? Trying to raid Riot again. Maybe halberdier defense for fire could be something. See, maybe slinging. Let me take a look at the resources here. And we have fire, now slinging Riot. Fire is slinging Riot to get onto mass camels. Oh man, some raids over here, not really doing too much. Well, we got 2 conversions here, I believe. Only 1 maybe. Where are the cavaliers of Bhakti? Did I lose them? Okay, some under here. Won't really get too much done. Seems like the mass camel defense might be doing something, but for now, well, Castle it's against Imp and fire, he's broken. And that means the Stinger should just die here. Bhakti will just get in. Fire has 0 defense at the moment. He's at 25 military. Yeah, but that should all be cleared up pretty soon. All that at the front won't really do too much. Bhakti maybe overextended a bit here. Didn't really get the greatest raids in. Just feels like the camel defense might at some point pay off. We already have +4 defense. +2 attack now. No heavy camels from our Chinese player just yet though. Which could be really nice. Villager count 70 and 82 against 90 and 70, so small advantage here for the Vietnamese team here. And well, even though in guilds, Bhakti, he stays quite efficient. And let's take a look. Market prices, oh, selling food could be really good for him. Maybe even selling a bit more wood. Cavaliers, they are not really getting the raid in. Does he see that he can move out here? No, not really. tries to control the gold before that. And say my name, he wants to go for the full map control here apparently. And Riot, he mined that gold out and goes for mass heavy camels. Do we maybe see a switch for BzK if he maybe transitions into camel archers now? What's the answer of BzK after that? Don't really see any. Or just stay on heavy camels yourself. Can still build them 20% cheaper. He should be fine with that. Fire losing his starting TCs. TC number 2 under danger or in danger. TC number 3 in danger as well. Fire, he will easily drop down below pop 40 or something. Oh well, he's doing quite a good job of trying to run here and, well, still stays active. Just Knights. Get some stuff done. Say my name up to Castle Age now. Use up some more resources and BzK, he needs to continue expanding, maybe even get some trade rolling. At the moment he's doing a great job of killing fire. And well, then they're controlling quite a bit of gold as well. But that's a scary force of Riot in the back. And that's now suddenly took a news added as well. How did she get to those? So Riot took a new camel. And BzK, well, that will be tricky for him to get a good answer to that. Now camel alone isn't really an answer. Cavaliers alone isn't really a good answer. I still feel like camel archers could be great, but yeah, he isn't on too many castles for now. There's only one, we'll lose that one though. Arbalest for Riot as well, and is he maybe clearing this up? Not looking too bad for him. At least gets the castle, but that's still so many cavaliers. I think BzK not doing the greatest job of splitting. This must have been the drop point, and so BzK is now retreating. Cannot really fight against all the mass camels and Arbalest here, especially against the hill. They're finally in Castle Age. Mr. Say My Name was trying to control the whole map. BzK, he's trying to get onto his precious Imperial, not Imperial camels, camel archers. But not really having all the upgrades for those, and Cavaliers around, and he should just get some more raids rolling. Fire still at pop 40, not really controlling the, well, he's controlling the corner but not setting up the trade, which should be kind of natural for a 42-minute 2v2 team game. Maybe some more upgrades for the hopefully upcoming camel archers could be quite nice here in the blacksmith. Riot, less on gold than I thought. And oh, this is a better engagement for BzK. But more from Riot is coming over. Oh, even stuff from the left hand side. Oh, missing the last attack upgrade here as well. And not that many villagers going down. We had some more raids here for BzK at the left hand side, and that was a nice clear up. For now, for Riot, at least the defense was here, and finally Camel Archer production started. Second castle over here tries to control the center, but Riot, he is going for something juicy as well. And what does he see? He sees some of the walls. No idea about the castle just yet, but well, maybe can use his traps quite nicely and go for the left hand side attack. Okay, only fletching now, and say my name, he needs to get onto him. Only has 80 villagers, added TCs now up to 4 even, so everything rolling for him quite nicely. And if he gets trade up, which shouldn't be too unrealistic, I think if he gets onto Imperial camels, well then Franks and Chinese have like 0 answers against that. Yeah, halberdiers could be an answer, but well, at least the army Riot has at the moment isn't really one. And halberdiers just vanished to Imperial, to camel archers. And I feel VNA has to be in a way better spot at the moment. And my name already up to him, so they are setting themselves up quite nicely. I want to see like 5 markets now, just instantly produce and get everything rolling. And then they should just be so well set up. Just important that BzK, he, yeah, kind of needs to hold. Oh, sneaky villager by fire! He needs to hold his castles. At the moment he's not even trying to repair. Let's take a look, trying to go for the move in here. But he's going back now. Bracer for BzK. No upgrades on those castles. Look at that, 4.8k HP only. No hoardings, no masonry, no architecture. Okay, Riot, what is he up to? Castles idle at the moment, stables idle at the moment. Market needs to be deleted. That the trade is running a bit better to the long distance, but Fire didn't really set himself up either. And now Riot is slinging something to Fire, so they want him back into the game as well. And well, that's a rebuild that should never really happen. BzK should always have some army here, and yeah, he's sending it now and should probably be in time as well, but still not the greatest thing for him. And well, Camel Archer numbers not as exciting. Also needs a lot of wood to get the elite upgrade here. Oh, Fire with the last second build up here, and that was really necessary to get more control here and stop the raid. Now goes for the stone wall here, TC there, and Riot is just continuing to push. Say my name. He is preparing himself for the Imp Camel attack. Oh, he didn't sneak at the right hand side. Fire sneak at the left hand side should be stopped by that one Cavalier. And oh, BzK, why is he not getting onto better Camel Archer numbers? Quite ugly for him. Another castle up here is kind of questionable as well, because 4 traps are moving further forward. Cavaliers now should be getting more and more raids, but Riot is pushing this in so nicely, and now I can see why so many people consider this game to be so good. That raid over here kind of stopped for now. Riot is moving in, goes for the TC most likely, maybe just for the stables as well, and elite Imperial. Oh god, elite Camel Archers. I did like 5 times wrong today, sorry guys. Elite Camel Archer upgrades now on the way. Finally he can get to it, wants to get to Thumping here as well. Even has an extra gold spot. Just important that they really need to get the trade rolling for themselves. For now, 7 for Semaname, 3 for Riot, nothing else, and those are some big raids here. No answer to that from Riot as of yet. Goes for rocketry, goes for bombard cannons, bomber towers as well. And we have Thumping finally chemistry as well, but there's a lot of dead villagers here. 490 by the 2 leading players. Semaname at 130 compared to the 60, and Castle Age only by Fire though, so it kind of feels like Riot against 2. And well, 4 traps are kind of nice. He's killing stables at the moment, but he needs to advance maybe even faster than that. Forging now. Question is, do we have enough gold income for Semaname? He did sling quite a bit, so it might be tricky for him. Where do we see the numbers? Do we see Imperial Camel upgrade? Yes, we do. And also on the overlay. Some more raids here now, and I think once we have Imperial Camel finished, we might see the big go against all that. But then Riot will have Bomber Towers up as well, and Shukunus. They're just so good for the one-dimensional push here. Masonry for Riot, he knows about those upgrades a bit better than BzK apparently, who didn't even try to go for any snipes. Oh god, this is just horrible, losing single units here for BzK. He really needs to go back. Fire now up to Imp as well. At the moment it's Riot against whole Vietnam. Imperial Camel numbers are at 24. BzK, what is that? The 3rd castle he loses or something? Oh, it's just so ugly over and over again for him. And that's also 1 stone at the front here that he's not really getting back, at least not too soon. Has 1 castle in the back here. No relics for them. Riot at 2. Riot will just continue to push here. Imp Camels, they need to even think about adding some siege. Indeed, that's what they're doing now. BzK now with the trap, and they will surely engage this any second now that Imp Camel is finished. Still have some raid over here at the right hand side. Not much else going on at the moment. Trade amount 17 to 8. BzK didn't really start the trade yet. Okay, now he is going for it. No speed upgrade on those though. And now this feels like the fight to really smash Riot down has finally come. Great wall for Riot even. Not sure if that's really needed. Well, yeah, some walls here at the side, so I don't really mind. Repair the trap, please, BzK, and, well, we'll start it at least. Archers on the hill should be pretty good. Here is that the engagement they are waiting for. Camel's now moving in. They have 2 traps. I think this is the fight against Riot here. He needs to stand his ground. Now siege workshops added. They know they will clear this up. Riot is going back. He's trying to go under his 3 bomber towers. He's going back onto the hill, but Camels are just so strong at blasting all this away. Camel archers even taking the hill here. All the traps are done, and this is a beautiful clear up. Very patient play here by VNA, and they are clearing this up so nicely. Traps are moving forward, and Riot is just smashed down. Yeah, meanwhile, Fire is reaching Imperial Age, but what can he really produce that will beat Imperial Camel and Camel Archers? I don't really see it, and well, Paladin tech isn't really the most beautiful thing here for sure. Now starts with some slow trade. But speaking of slow trade, well, BzK only had 2 trade cards himself now. Now finally goes for Caravan and Coinage. Wants to go onto the stone, is getting some more of the gold. Still with a horrible market here. He's going for the 5 now, and well, should just work out for them. I think they can just go into the trade and camp it out now. Tricky to see orange on this map, but that sometimes happens. Let's take a look. Riot. That's still a scary army. How did you reproduce that so quickly? Just ran back with all his heavy camels, let his Chugunus die, and only reproduced Chugunus here apparently. Oh, that's some camel archers lost. Oh god, that's so many camel archers going down here. Just the wrong waypoint, and that is just so ugly for him. That's something that should never happen. Lost 8 camel archers, and now the distance is closed against the rest as well. That was just so ugly for him. Camels now raiding in the back of Fire. Just a moment when he thought, okay, he's at pop 125 again, he can make something happen. He is just getting the big raid in his face again, and will lose his starting TC for a second time. Camels should just dominate the game from here. We have the Rams now from Say My Name as well, and Sultans for all the gold upgrade. And just look at the minimap. The trade is just running so well already for Say My Name, who's just playing a beautiful game. Here after the sling, queues up more, has all his stables running, I wanted to say, but he is not really having it. But well, he's pop limit anyways, and just raids Fire so heavily, who is missing some food at the moment. Quite a lot of gold for him, now requesting some more help. And Riot, can he really send some over? Well, he is sending some camels over, but it's only camels against camels. So tricky spots, more raids over here. Say My Name, he should just dominate this one. We're breaking the 1 hour mark. Riot now getting pressured at the front. Tech switch into Harvard is from him now. Fire 2 markets, that's not really what we want to see. Really would love to see him go for massive amounts. BzK! He's lacking so much gold that he even is forced to go for Harsas. That's pretty ugly. But look at that, pop 200 against 120, 117. This game is pretty much over here. And horrible units for Fire. Well, technically Cavaliers, later to be Paladins, are a great unit, but simply against Berber and Indians, it doesn't really work out. Another castle here by BzK. Has to be happy that that at least is increasing now. Well, could maybe delete some of his new buildings here in the trade. Kind of blocking him, hoarding it. Oh, another extra stone spot. That's just so sweet for him. Get some raids in the back here as well. Just look at all the red and orange dots all over green and teal space. That's just so ugly. Raids over and over again. Yeah, Chugunus are around to clear this up, but this would just be so tricky. Ram push kind of stopped. Chugunus obviously great in defending that. Traps now moving forward, and well, they're giving Riot some of his own medicine. And just going for the slow trap push and killing all the castles of your opponent. I think a bit too many villagers on wood, right? 62 lumberjacks. Might be a bit too much, if you ask me. Oh boy, that move in here, not the greatest one. This is like 4 camel archers, 4... now I said camel archers, 4 imperial camels. Just retreats now. Last one is for fire. And camel move out could be around here. Archer still controlling the hill. In Camel's now moving in as well. Rio, that should be a better fight for him if VNS guys are overcommitting. More in Camels around. I think they should just wait, kill the castle, and then go for it. But it feels like they are a bit impatient. Oh well, they're doing all the damage against the Camels as well, and their trade should be rolling so much better. Look at that, 56 trade cards here by Say My Name. He really knows how to get up onto those numbers. More villagers moving forward, maybe even another castle. Way too much wood here for BzK, but they are surely going for the kill. Architects is now coming in for Riot. Finally, Cavaliers as well. They would be pretty nice against the Camel Archers. Most of the Imp Camels died at the front, but production behind that should be pretty good. Well, seems like he's not using MQ to perfection here. Architecture for Riot tries to somehow hold on to his castle. Shouldn't really work against 4 traps though. Well, only 3 against that castle. The other trap already focuses on something else. Where are the halberdiers? Well, he's producing some now, at least I thought. Well, we see some moving over, but not really enough. Strong armies here for BzK and Say My Name. And well, that's just such a deadly composition. But BzK, they're somewhat stabilizing. 160, 160 against BzK, 170. And basically 200 from Say My Name. So only 11 trade cards and 66. Maybe Say My Name should just sling some gold. 17 and 29, not too scary either on the other side though. And BzK. Take a look at the resources. Say My Name, everything in the world. BzK, way too much wood. Fire, he wants to tag 2 paladins pretty soon. Period, absolutely at the limit with everything. Siege engineers now for BzK. We just broke the 65-minute mark of this game. Not a lot of more raids coming over. And, well, X-Men, I don't really see them being too efficient. Paladin tag finally for fire. Traps just advancing here, the hill. Rio is doing a great job of holding this. I just want to go super crazy. Maybe you could ask him to go for some onagers to hold this off. Oh, halberdiers in the front overextending. Hussars, I don't really see them being too efficient. But this is just an incredible army here. But, oh, I'm not sure if I like this engagement too much. Imperial Camel numbers, not too great, honestly. 32 only here. I think he overboomed a bit. 74 trade cards. That's too much. Here's all the... Maybe delete some of your lumberjacks. At the moment, only 30 fighting army. He simply overboomed, guys. Say My Name, he cannot get the numbers on the field. And that's with BzK still struggling for gold. Now Riot, he has quite a solid army here. 60 Chukunoos on that hill. Traps now doing some long distance sniping as well. Lovely move here. Get some more towers up, and I don't know how, but BzK, they are holding this off. They are holding this off against all the elite camel archers and the Imperial camels. No more raids at the moment. They just sort of push so much more at the sides here. Yeah, we have the greater wall upgrade, but still. No fortified wall, no raids at the left-hand side. Just annoy the trade over and over again. 5 camel archers here, 5 camel archers there. Just send 5 Imperial camels with that, and it's so tricky to clear them up. Say My Name now goes for onager attack. Some more stone slung to Riot. Maybe more towers, and 200, 200 against 180, 180 now. BzK, they did hold that off. Okay, but now the big move around, I think, yeah, them just going around and going for the trade rate. I'm not sure if it ends the game, but it should put them so far ahead. Paladins, yeah, they're moving over, but Chukunoos should just be so slow with this. No chance of any quick walls, no villagers around. And look at all this army here. This is just 80 deadly units for sure. And Riot, he will have some troubles. Yeah, I think they will clear it up eventually. But all the trade will go down in exchange. Let's move in. Don't waste any time. Paladins around here. BzK even pulls all his cavaliers as well. And this is quite a solid positioning. BzK could maybe even go a bit more to the left-hand side. And Halberdiers and Chukunus, well, they were way closer than I thought. Already joining the party here. Yeah, some of the trade units are going down, but Imperial Camel positioning isn't the greatest either. The patrol of the Chukunus pretty solid here. Halberdiers are doing a great job. And, well, it just seems like BzK is holding this off. I want to see a big raid meanwhile here at the front. Now that everything is pulled out of position, maybe some movement with the traps. We see maybe some focus here against the trade cards. Looks like it at the moment. And Chukunus are just clearing this up. 150 pop only for BzK. Why is he not getting onto the numbers? This is kind of weird. He has 0 gold. Meanwhile, Say My Name is stuck at 80 trade cards. That makes 0 sense. And he's queuing up more. That is just so bad. No, Say My Name. Oh, that's so weird that he is playing so well in some regards, but just over booming here. He should know that he's not really getting onto the numbers he wants to have. And yeah, it was 10 trade cards going down, but that was not the most important thing, especially if you cannot at the same time pressure this area. If BzK only had like 3 traps moving forward, they got another castle. It all would have been worth it. But for now, well, they just forced some more walls up. Lost quite a bit. Okay, the traps were over here. Huh. Was that really the move they needed though? You don't really need to go against the stables of the Franks. You need to go against the castles of the Chinese player. Big walls, by the way, now. For BzK. Oh, he doesn't want to get raided. 82 trade cards for Say My Name. Oh no. Oh. Maghrabi camels. Quite late. Would have loved to see that a bit earlier. But still, better late than never. Masonry now for Say My Name. Onagers around in the back here. Again, Imperial camels. Eating quite a lot of shots before really getting anything done. More Chukunus in the back here. And that raid. Let's take a look what it can really achieve. 4 Halberdiers around. We'll get some damage done as well. And Say My Name is even going back. Oh no. Okay, some more raids here against fire. And that's what I said earlier. It's tricky to really see him going up to the best numbers. Imperial camels could be really nice around here, but he moves over to the other side. His onagers were super exposed, and suddenly Riot is pushing. Are they making another go into the trade? Could absolutely be an option. Goes for the castle first, though. Just send 5 camel archers over. They could be so nice. Imperial camels now joining the party. Love that. And Say My Name, I think with that hill and BzK, I kind of wanted to call the game earlier, but this is a really nice position for them. Suddenly 77 military for BzK, 45 quote unquote only for Say My Name. Look at his gold count, 4k. BzK still struggling, 12k wood, 10k food. And now the big go against Riot here. They're maybe trying to finish this game. Fire completely missing. Okay, now coming from the left hand side. There's not a lot of Imperial camels left to fight that off though. And well, it feels like Riot is completely getting destroyed. Camels now for BzK quite cheap, and they will get some kills against the Paladins if there were to fight. Not a lot of camel archers going down. They're still taking the hill quite nicely. Fire is going back, and this was another survived attack here for BzK, and they are stabilizing, but it just feels like they have the worst armies here in late Im. More Paladins from the left hand side. Maybe they can snipe the traps. No, not really happening for now. Camel archer numbers, they are getting into the very scary amounts. Imperial camels grouped up again. Maybe a shot here in the woodline, and then a big raid into the trade at that side could be a good option. Sniping the Paladins quite nicely now, but well, losing 3 traps means losing a lot of pushing potential. Fire's resources, 2k, 2k, 1k. Riot slinging his teammate a bit. Oh boy, what a sick army. So mobile, but splitting. Oh no. Let's go after fire. Why are they splitting off? Just make a big go over at fires. Could be so good. Snacking some of the paladins here. Say my name. That's a solid move by him for sure. That's quite a lot of kills. Some more moves here. Really love to see it go. Oh, right hand side go. That makes a lot of sense. Uh oh, Camels, you don't want to fight here. Let's go back. Camel archers holding that. The walls not really combined just yet, so it's still open. And maybe go against fire here could be an option. Camels, no, why are they going back? Oh, it just feels like he's not wasting them enough. 48, then you need to always trade off if you have so low numbers. Oh, bombard cannons now. Lovely addition from our Berber player BzK here. Uh-oh, fire now with a sneaky move at the left-hand side. BzK should spot it though. Yeah, should see everything. No onagers here. Massed bombard cannons. This is quite a lot of them. Fire, he prepares for the halberdier push. Some defense. It's pretty good. Camel, they're trying to make another go here. It feels like it. Fire and Rio there are now at 100 trade cuts themselves. That's a lot of rams coming forward. Camels, they need to get to the right hand side. Camel archers a bit more to the left hand side to defend this off. Onager shots could be pretty nice. Indeed, you see BzK is moving back a bit. I think Same Names units should really clear this up. Production should be a bit closer here and everything being sent over. That's a nice push here from the hill. Not a lot of stuff happening somewhere else. Maybe we have a small raid over here, but the main fight is clearly in the center. And the nice hill control here for Say My Name, but most of the camels now vanished, and well, even an elephant archer being squeezed in. The rams really doing a great job. Bombard cannons, maybe with the wrong waypoints. BzK, now he has a lot of resources to really get a lot of stuff out. Will not drop too far, but the rams are doing their job, and well, the push over here not really stopped, and that could be just so ugly. Riot, he will take ages to really get army over to the right hand side. If they even spotted that, I'm not 100% sure about that. And that will be some beautiful plays by Saying My Name, who's now going for guard tower. That attack is coming. And we see Halberdier as well, but Halberdiers in the trade aren't really the killer unit number one. And it just feels like Fire and Riot are just dropping too much. The trade rate is real. Markets will go down. And GG, Riot and Fire, they simply had the worst civilizations in the long run. What a nice hold by them. And another attempt to clear this off. And well, they said GG and now resigned as well. Beautiful game for sure. And lovely game. Say My Name with the early sling, BzK mass aggression, then lost so many castles, they lost a lot of steam. And Fire, he felt like, okay, I just was in the trade, I could have changed the game. But I don't think you could have, my friend. Some camel archers just could have cleared you up and you were losing your trade at the same time. G to the G. What a deadly army composition. Imperial, camels, and elite camel archers. Berbers, Indians, and Franks, well, won't do too much there. Fire finally resigning, and achievements will tell us BzK's KD quite out of this world. In the end, we had VNA advancing to the semis here. Or not out of this world, but against all the costly units he played, quite okay. Oh, trade. I think it was too much trade for Say My Name in the end. Numbers look great, more than all the other three players combined. But military numbers, let's take a look at that again. 63, that's something I could live with. But sometimes it was only at 40. That wasn't enough for my taste. That was one of the highlights of 2018. Thank you so much for tuning in.